Have you ever heard the saying, give 10 times more in value than what your service is worth? And there are other variations too, like give more than what you receive, or give 10 times more than what's expected of you. And I used to be heavily invested in that mindset. And where I first learned it from was the law of attraction movement when The Secret first came out. And what I found over the years of giving 10 times more is that it can be abusive. It can be abusive for the giver, and it can also be abusive for the receiver as well. So from the giver's perspective, when you're focused on giving 10 times more, it can lead to burnout. It can lead to depletion or exhaustion. And then you can feel underappreciated in the gifts that you're giving. And then from the receiver's perspective, when they're receiving that 10 times more in value, they can feel burdened or indebted to you. So we have to be careful on where these mindsets come from. We have to really examine the context and who's saying them, especially if anything I say as well too. Because let's just say that this came out of the corporate world, right? Give 10 times more in value than what your service is worth. I mean, that could be coming from some kind of corporate capitalist who wants to extract as much value as possible from their workers. And that's abusive, right? Especially if you're not getting paid fairly for the value that you're giving. So I found a healthier reframe, right? Something that's, I think, more powerful than, maybe not more powerful, but especially healthier than giving 10 times more in value. And the reframe is, give what's appropriate and fair to the moment. It's that simple. Give what's appropriate and fair to the moment. And this might take some calibration. You may overgive a couple times and then you may undergive, but eventually you're going to find that sweet spot. And I think that's where the real joy is for both the giver and the receiver. Because when you're giving appropriately, when you're giving out of fairness or looking for fairness, you come from a place of fullness. And then when the receiver is receiving the gifts, the appropriate gifts, they're full as well. They don't feel burdened or in debt. So that's the reframe. Give what's appropriate and fair to the moment. So I hope that this was helpful. Feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you in the next video.